Well, shit. I guess I should have been better prepared tonight. Let's see if anybody shows up tonight. If anybody's around in the house this evening. Oh, hell, there's a couple people around. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm looking for my other phone, guys, so I can read chat a little easier. Yeah, it's definitely Thursday. Um, for real, I lost the phone. I lost the phone, guys. I'm looking for a phone. Can't wait to. Oh hell! Next level, you might be a little disappointed when I tell the story. Anyhow, so it is Thursday evening, and I am Crazy Bags, and you have just entered my neighborhood. And right now, I'm looking for my other cell phone so that I can read chat. So, Bo, I'm going to explain that in a minute. I'm going to give everybody some time to get in the room real quick. Um, Before I get into the story. That way I don't have to repeat it many times tonight because I'm sure a lot of people are very curious right now about what that was all about. And, guys, it's kind of weird being in a truck because I have not moved, but yet I have lost a cell phone. And I have no idea how. None. I haven't moved. I haven't moved at all. So I don't know where it's at. It's not up there. What the heck could I have done with it? And put yours on dial, would you? And I'll put the number in it and call it. I want to call it. Gonna call. We're gonna call the other cell phone real quick, guys, so I can keep up with chat. And then I will tell the story here momentarily regarding the chains. I think that's the right number. I guess we're about to find out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna call this phone and see if we can't find it. But the thing is, I don't think it's ringing, but I can't see it nowhere. You see it? Oh, yep. We got a phone. So we got a phone. We got a phone, guys. So we did find it. Is yours pretty charged? Because mine is not, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it is not. All right. So now we're rocking, guys. Now we're in business. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. What's going on, Bobby? Yeah, Bobby, go ahead. What do you need, bud? How you doing, Matthew? Is with your wallet. Yeah, it was with my wallet, I guess. So, so Travis, we are here, and we have already had the load inspected that we are required to do before we can deliver it. So we are going to try to deliver in the morning. And I say try because this nightmare may never end. May never end. Yeah, Bobby, that's what I would do if I was you. Yeah, definitely get it to Fontana. Um, as long as you're there 24 hours early, they'll let you drop it in Fontana and give you something else. So, all right, Christopher, good deal. Good deal. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Many of you know, I have told all of you that I would never chain up, right? Y'all seen the picture today. And yeah, I'm in the rest area here on 5, just north of Tacoma, right there. So y'all saw the picture today of the teacher becoming the student because I had never chained the truck up before, but Stefan had. So here's the situation. I have some video to show you guys. I can't, unfortunately, I'm not set up to show it like Jacob is, so I'll have to make a video tomorrow of it after my delivery. Anyhow, you couldn't even see the road last night. All right, you couldn't even see the road last night. I left out at like 1:30 in the morning, and I started up Lookout Pass, and it was snowing so freaking hard I couldn't see. So I pulled in the rest area and I stopped. And I decided I was going to go to bed till the sun came up. So at least then I would have the sunshine. Got up, we couldn't get out of the rest area. We were stuck. So no joke, I was out there with a screwdriver, like a pickaxe, literally breaking the ice out from in front of it underneath my tires. Stefan said, he got up, he said, let's just chain up. I said, well, shit, to be honest with you, I ain't never done it. I've always said I'm not going to. And he's like, come on, I'm going to teach you. We're going to chain up. So he taught me. Stefan taught me how to chain up the truck. We chained up the truck. We pulled out of the rest area. And then we stopped and took the chains off and put them back in the box. So we did chain up the truck today in order to keep moving, but we did not go chain up down the interstate. Now, I would tell you, once we started driving again, we didn't need chains. So the roads were clear enough. They had done enough work overnight in those few hours that I was sleeping that the chains were no longer needed. However, we did see a lot of people chained up. We saw a couple going our direct, going west chained, and then there was like 4 or 5 of them eastbound that were chained up going up Lookout Pass. But that's the chain up story. So it's a little clickbait because technically we really didn't do anything except pull out of the rest area, but we did put chains on the truck in order to do it. All right. And it was not as hard as I thought it would be. It was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. And I can actually see myself chaining up in the future. Yeah, big guy. Well, Stefan's drove a truck before. He's just been a while since he was here. So Jason knows probably what I'm talking, the area I'm talking about. Yeah, I was going up Lookout Pass. And I would tell you guys, when I got to Idaho, roads were good. They were just wet in Idaho. And then when we got to Washington, it was just wet straight across. But Idaho looked great. Montana still looked like crap. And actually, Missoula is back underneath another winter weather advisory until Saturday at like noon. So whatever load we get, we will not be going back on 90. I can promise you that. But the problem is, so we're now in Tacoma. We went to Pepsi. We had the load inspected. Everything's good. Temperatures were good. All the pallets look good. There's nothing flipped over or nothing. And snow melts in Missoula in June. I believe that, Greg. But the problem now is, now that we're here, Costco's going, well, you had a couple opportunities to get here. First time we're going to be able to get you in is on Sunday morning. Yeah, you heard me. Sunday morning. So what they have told me to do is show up at Costco in the morning because Tropicana is supposed to be making a phone call or email or something to push us to get delivered tomorrow at Costco. So we will see how that works out. We'll see how much pull Tropicana has at Costco because that it seems to be the problem now. So I don't know what's going to happen. So technically the nightmare is not ended yet. It is still going strong. But we did get the 600 miles done today to get here. I drove about 485. Stefan drove about 115 or 118 to get to the inspection, and then he drove another 5 or 6 to get us up to this rest area. So Now it's just a waiting game. So we'll go in the morning at 7 o'clock, like they told me to, and hope like hell they'll take this off. Ooh, that would suck, man. Legend, that would suck. Legend was saying something like you told me, man. You see, oh, you see it. Yeah, it ran over a chain. Yeah, that would suck, man. Yeah, I could see that. That's why I think it's Wyoming requires you to have that dragnet behind your trailer. That way, if you lose a chain, it gets caught in that dragnet. That way, they don't have chains laying all over the damn road. Now, my chains were brand new, still in the bag, never used. Y'all can see them in the picture. They're pretty. Now they've been in the snow, so I'm sure they'll be rusted all to hell now that they're back in the box again. But it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, guys. It really wasn't. Stefan knew exactly what to do. He explained it well. We worked together, got the chains on, and we didn't have any problems. Pulled right out of the rest area. Left the FedEx sitting there who was still spinning. He even had chains on and couldn't get moved. Yeah, that's what Stefan was telling me. You don't really want to go too far with them because they'll tear the damn tires all to hell. Yeah, that's what Stefan was telling me. I could see that. So I guess it's good to get over Donner or, Cabbage, uh, Snoqualmie Pass. I will tell you, Snoqualmie today, Snoqualmie was beautiful today. It was absolutely gorgeous. Stephen, they have a tire with a chain out there by the pad that I think your instructor is supposed to show you how to chain up, but I never knew that. Stefan told me, he goes, yeah, they got a tire over there with chain. And so I think it might be something that's supposed to be covered over training, but I never knew it. So now that I know where it's at, I'm going to look at it next time. Yeah, Snoqualmie was beautiful today. Now I missed some of the best stuff, but Stefan said the snow was pretty high on the sides. I was laying in the bed. I was pretty tired. Yeah, Jason, it wasn't hard at all. Yeah, Bobby, I've been up too. I get up at like 1:30, and then I took a 2 hour nap from 5 to 7 Mountain Time, and I've pretty much been up ever since. I laid down for a little bit, but I don't think I really slept. But I got all night to sleep, so I thought I'd jump on here really quick, kind of let you guys know what happened and how this day went today, and that we are here. And I will tell you, it was in Snoqualmie, it was 47 degrees. It got almost 50 degrees up there in Snoqualmie today. Yeah, but it's on the side of the road, Jason. Yeah, it's on the sides of the road. The interstate's freaking beautiful. It was 50 degrees today. And Tom, I'm technically not going home. Home's coming to me. So how you doing, Frank? So yeah, it was 50 degrees today in Snoqualmie. So all that snow is gonna be melting quick, real quick. Vapes, you missed the story though. I only we had to chain up to keep moving, but it's because we were stuck in a rest area. All we did was chain up and got out of the rest area. But it was my first time ever chaining up. So I have not seen the tire socks. Yeah, inside outwards. Yeah, we got up at but we did it without the chains. We took them off in the rest area. So we just took the chains off in the rest area and just rolled with it, and we were fine. We were fine. I'm pretty comfortable driving in winter weather, guys. It's just some of that stuff like y'all saw yesterday in that video I made yesterday, going up Homestake and back down the other side, and there was no road. That's the stuff I don't like doing. You saw me. You saw me cruising. Oh, the chains fall off. Yeah, vapes, man. We got stuck, and I was trying to dig. No joke. I was out there with a screwdriver like an ice pick, man. I was on my hands and knees trying to chip all the ice out from underneath the tires and around the tires. And yeah, but inside outwards, if you look at my speed, I was only doing 25 miles an hour. So, how you doing, John? Um, I was only doing 25. So, I mean, it looked like I was flying up that mountain, but I was barely moving. And I was just hanging with them two guys in front of me. The three of us had been behind each other for a while in that weather. And the first guy he had double set of, whatever it is, grain haul or flour, something up there. He was real heavy and he was putting some deep tracks in the road. And so I just stayed with them, and we just cruised right up to the top. Now I would tell you, I went down the mountain a lot slower than they did. They left me in the dust going down the mountain. They hauled ass. They took off going down the mountain. I took it nice and easy. I used the Jake brake in a controlled fashion, and just kind of went down the mountain. Going high, hey Valken. So, hey Valken, I got stuck at that rest area there on Lookout, man. I had to use chains to get out of there. I know Valken was stuck up there, I think yesterday too, or day before. But yeah, we got stuck in that rest area up there, man. I had to use chains to get out of there, but we handled it. Stefan taught me how to put chains on my truck. So that's what he's here for this winter. Dude, it was so. Wait till y'all see the video footage. So, guy, it gets worse. So here's what happened. So I leave out at 1:30. I cruise all the way to Missoula, no problem at all. I was like the only truck around. There was other trucks, but they were far back in front of me and behind me. They weren't very close. Slade, I don't think so. I don't know though. So all the way to Missoula was good. Then all of a sudden it started snowing real freaking heavy, man. Yeah, I mean, it was snowing so hard in Missoula last night or this morning, and my windshield wipers were frozen, and they weren't clear in the windshield. So I pulled over. I didn't get off the interstate, but when I passed an exit, I got all the way over onto the on ramp. Keep in mind, guys, this is 4 o'clock in the morning. There was nobody out there, and it was snowing like we were at the North Pole. So I just pulled over onto the on ramp real quick, and I jumped out to clear the windshield wipers. So I threw my hat on. I didn't even throw a jacket on. I just had on my hoodie, and I threw my gloves on, and I jumped out, and I grabbed a hold of the mirror, and I used the steer tire. I stood on the steer tire, and I popped all the ice and snow off my wiper, and then I actually used my hand to clean it. Well, here's the thing: when I went to get down, man, I took a fall. I slipped. Man, I landed straight on my back right in the middle of the interstate. I was so lucky I didn't get killed this morning. So then I had to walk around the other side and do the passenger side, cussing the whole time, soaking wet, covered in snow. I could have made a snow angel, guys. I landed flat on my back. I should have made a snow angel and took a picture of it because there was enough snow to do it. Could have told y'all it was your snow angel. Would have just rolled. Yeah, it was bad. I couldn't roll, man. I had to get that windshield clean. Dude, it was snowing bad. Wait till you see the video. It was snowing bad. 3 points of contact. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, it's been nasty. Falcon says he's in Billings. We spent some time in Billings, didn't we? We spent a whole day in Billings. We got the Billings. We stayed at the Town and Pump. Yeah, we stayed at the Town and Pump in Billings. Stefan took 2 showers in one day there. Mm. Yeah, I'm in the passenger seat tonight, Jack. Yeah, I am. How you doing, Jeff? I don't know what Vapes exactly is talking about there, but okay. Well, Chris, yeah, I mean that's the way I've always been. But I'm going to tell you, after this week, I will never. This week will never repeat itself in my lifetime to me. I will put chains on next time and just go. I will just go. That shit going crazy. No, I'm in a passenger seat. Stefan drove us in this evening, so he's just been sitting over there. Started blizzarding him at the Flying J. That's right. Isn't that where we were? Oh, we were at the Pilot, right on the other side of the interstate. Yeah, we went to the Pilot on the other side of the interstate. I know where you're at though. But yeah, we were at the Pilot. The Flying J was on to the left, and the Pilot was to the right. But ruined the roads. Yeah, Greg, they did. I mean, like I said, we got out of there today, and there was a FedEx truck. He was still stuck. I think they were waiting on a tow truck to come. He actually put a. Here's what I think he screwed up. He put one chain on the passenger side drive tire. He didn't put one on the driver's side, and he just spun even with a chain on. But he didn't have those real chains. I think he put a cable on it. I don't think he put chains on. I think it was a cable, one of those tire cables. But it didn't do very good. It just spun and spun and spun. I mean, the freaking snow. I shit you not. The snow was halfway to my knee, probably. Yeah, it was deep. We were lucky to get out of there, but we popped them on, pulled out, blocked the whole exit. I didn't care. We blocked the whole exit up to the rest area, got out, and took the chains off and everything else.
How long were you chipping away at ice though before you decided
An hour and a half. I chipped away at ice for like an hour and a half, guys. That's no joke.
I was just sitting in the passenger seat watching?
Yeah, Stefan's just sitting up here watching me. I'm out there with a screwdriver on my hands and knees. You know, Jeez Louise. What's the name of that movie? You wouldn't remember. You were a kid. I was like Sharon Stone with her ice pick out there, chipping away at the ice. Some of you older folks don't understand that, remember that movie, but yeah, that's what I looked like. I didn't have any smokes during the ice chipping, Jack. I was out there just chipping away. And then, we got the chains out, and I thought, oh shit, this is going to take us 2 hours. But by the time Stefan got out of the truck and said, let's just put chains on it, 15 minutes later, we were rolling down the interstate. It was that fast. We opened the bag. He knew exactly what to do. Told me what to do. I crawled underneath there, hooked all the hooks. We tightened them up, and it fucking rolled out, man. It was over with. I couldn't believe it. I was happy. Very, very happy. No doubt about it. Feeling smart that day. Isn't that the truth? How you doing, Shane? Yeah, we're here. Now, like I said, we've had it inspected. Now we just got to get it off the truck, guys. So it's actual orange juice. It's the big, huge jugs of orange juice from Tropicana. So I'm sure they've got an expiration date on it. So hopefully Tropicana can push us in tomorrow and get us delivered over there at Costco. That is the goal. And then, we can't even get another load planned on us yet until that's taken care of. But we do haul a lot of seafood out of the port here in Seattle. Comes down from Alaska, Vancouver, and all that. It's mostly usually it's during crab season. I don't know if crabs are running right now. Crab legs are running. Yeah, deadliest catch. Yeah, yeah. We call them deadliest catches, crab legs. But that those pay good. Or we go to Chellan Fruit, and pick up a load of apples or pears or something. Take it back to the east. So those are the two options. More than likely, we'll get one of those two, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. But it is nice to be like it's like 40 degrees out, and there's no snow on the ground, and we saw the sunshine today for like a long time. That's what Valken got. He's got out. You got apples out of Chellan, dude. That place is gonna be rough getting to and out of though. Um, it doesn't surprise me to get snow in Billings because, like I said, Missoula's underneath the winter weather advisory until I think Saturday, man. Yeah, I think they're underneath the winter weather advisory till Saturday. The sun was that exactly. We forgot what it was, guys. It was so weird when we were coming across Washington. When you come out of Spokane, um, it's really flat. It's almost like driving through Wyoming or something, going across Washington up there. For those of you who've never been up on 90 up there, it's really flat, mountains everywhere. It's really pretty. and there was so much snow, and it was getting so warm out. The sun was so bright, the snow was steaming, and it was causing a fog down the interstate.
Like the Grand Canyon of the North. That's
Mm.
I think it'd be like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it was a pretty drive. It was a pretty drive. So I drove to Ellensburg, and then Stefan took over in Ellensburg and brought us down in. And 5 was a freaking disaster. You know, I never understood that why that road's so busy like that. It's like all these people with money, they live in Tacoma and they drive to Seattle because they don't want to stay in Seattle because the homeless population is really high. If for you that don't know that, the homeless population in Seattle is like really high. Like a lot of homeless people in Seattle.
You got the rich and then the homeless.
Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, Ron. I mean, it was an interesting day. Yeah, that'd be some shit, Falcon, if we bring one to you, following behind you. I'm gonna have to tell him no though if it goes across 90. And that's it'd be nuts. Trucker Nene did her first live today. So, and she had the phone the wrong way, but that's okay. I gave her a little shit for it, but that's okay. She was saying she's been in the hole for a month, for the entire month of January. She's been in the hole. But, she's okay. She's been making good money, guys. She said she's been putting $1,000 a week into her emergency fund. Jack, someone bumped into her mirror. She's going to Pittston to pick her student up. So if one of y'all are waiting in Pittston for a trainer coming to get you a female trainer, it could be Nene. After being up here. Yeah. Hey, I'm ready to get south too, man. I told Stefan it wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if they gave us a load of fruit going into Florida somewhere. Give me a load of apples or some seafood or something going into Florida. Tom, you're going with Nene? You're going with Nancy? I think in the shop with Tom's going with her. Stay in Florida driving until April. Isn't that the truth, Jack? Or give me something out of Florida that goes to Laredo and then come right back. Snow coming to Pittston Sunday and Monday. That doesn't surprise me. There's snow everywhere, man. It sucks. I'm ready for winter to be over. I'm ready for winter to be over. Stefan's ready for winter to be over. Stefan had 10,000 miles in his first 2 weeks. And it's been, hasn't quite been 2 more weeks, but it's been like 13 days. Now he went home for 4 days, but he's only got 3 more thousand miles. That was it. So he's ready to start getting some miles. I'm ready to start getting some driving. I'm ready to start making some money. It's all because he went home. Way to go, Stefan. That's pretty funny. We'll blame it all on Stefan. Is that what we're going to do tonight? Just blame it on Stefan? Have fun with it? Guys, you know what's weird is I don't have nothing to even rant about tonight. I'm pretty tired, so it's like I don't even have a rant. Not even a rant. What's the mileage requirement? 30,000 miles. 30,000 miles. Sorry, guys, I just hit that microphone. I didn't mean to do that. Trade my truck for a sled. Yeah, that's about right. I don't know. I'll think of the sponsor. I'll come up with one. Hold on. The sponsor of the night is who did this? Here we go. We got the sponsor of the night, guys. Sponsor of the night is Quick Grip Chains. Because without them, we'd still be sitting in the rest area. There's your sponsor of the night. Jack, you ain't right. Jack, you're not right, buddy. You're not right. Bob, I'd say closer to 7 weeks, buddy. Yeah, Charles, I know. Yeah, they got a new bumper. They did. So, yeah, they got a new bumper and got an oil change. You know what they did was they waited until that truck got back to a CRST terminal and then they fixed it for them. Is what they did. So that's that's what they ultimately did.
They just did like a recovery.
How you doing, gaming? Correct. They did a truck recovery. Basically, Nick and Carla did a truck recovery for CRST of the truck they were going to lease, and then had to get it back to a terminal to get worked on. That's what they ultimately did. How you doing, Chef Woody? Yeah, but you did hear the story, I assume, right, Woody? Only get voicemail, Bob. That's kind of crazy. Now they got a bunch of recruiters in there. I'm surprised someone isn't picking up. They're always over there. It's at my channel underneath the community tab. I also put it on Instagram. Oh, you missed the beginning. So Chef Woody Stefan taught me how to put chains on today. So the student taught the teacher today, and we had to put them on because we were stuck in a rest area in the ice and snow. So we didn't get on the interstate with them, but we did chain up and move out of the rest area. So yeah, that's always great, isn't it? Hey, Stefan got a few number one salute horns today. Ah, no, Woody doesn't stab my pride. I don't care. If I don't know something, shit. If someone knows something they can show me and teach me, I'll be glad to listen and watch and learn. It don't bother me one bit. Don't bother me one bit. I don't know everything. Not even close, man. Not even close to everything. I learn new stuff every day. Today I learned how to chain up my truck. And we did it pretty quick. I would tell you yesterday I hit this shoulder yesterday on that freaking ladder for the top bunk, and I'll be really curious to see how bad it looks. Because I have not seen it yet, but I can tell you, Stefan, how bad is it?
Right here.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a mark.
Yeah,
Nothing
so
crazy.
not too
It's a
bad.
bruise.
It's a bruise. Yeah, I banged the crap out of my shoulder yesterday. Do you get to requeue? Testify. Prime, it's so funny. Yeah. So his quality, his videos are improving. I've been working on mine all the time, guys, and I got that new video editor, and that's the video I put together yesterday. I was able to have different music options, able to different actually has different options to speed up. Many more options for writing in the video. So instead of having to write some text on the screen for the entire clip, I can write it just for part of it. I really like that. Obviously, it's got the subscribe and like and share emojis that I can put on there, emojis. So, I mean, I really like this one, and it's going to help me, I think. Have Stefan make a chain up video. Yeah, you can learn something new out here every day, guys. You really can. I mean, you really can. So, we probably could have made a video today, And as much as I've been doing YouTube, you think that would have came to my mind, but I'll be honest with you, I just wanted the hell out of that rest area and get to freaking Washington. I am so ready to get rid of this load. So Enemy and Chad going to put on a joint show. So we have the equipment has been ordered. Chad was gracious enough to go ahead and order the equipment and pay for it. So we're waiting on the equipment to come in. Once the equipment gets here, then we'll start getting fired up and ready to do the show. Yeah, Robert, we're here. We're going to try to deliver at 7 a.m. But we are here. We did get the 600 miles done today. We did arrive in Seattle area, in Tacoma area. Yeah. So we're hoping to get it off in the morning, get another load, and keep moving. So last week was a rough week, man. This load hurt me last week, guys. I didn't get it. I didn't get a paycheck last week. So good evening, Ralph. Now, had I got this load off on Wednesday morning, I would have got a paycheck, but I did not. He ordered a complete sound stage. No, he didn't order a complete sound stage, but he did order some really cool stuff. So, we got some microphones and the headsets, and he got some software and a laptop. So we're gonna be in pretty good shape, I think, to pull a good show off for you guys. Like I said, we're gonna start them on YouTube, but eventually we are gonna move them to a podcast, a subscription podcast setup. But we are gonna start them on YouTube, make sure that people actually want to hear it before we spend any more money on it. Chocolate Town wants to be the first call in. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. It might be David H. I wish we could get Nick and Carla, one of them to call in. I wish we could get Nick to call in, be the first call in on that show. That would be amazing if we were able to pull that off. So I may talk Chad about that, see if he can't work on that. Am I in the hole now? Yes, Ilya, I am in the hole. I did not get a check this week. Um, this load I would have, had I delivered this load, I would have got a check for like $1,300. But I did not get this load delivered, so I'm in the hole for $1,000. So it happens. You need a producer to reach out to Nick and Carl. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, Ilya, it happens, man. It'll be a quick recovery because this load comes off tomorrow. Boom, that covers that. But if we get one big nice load out of here, and Valken's on one, so I'm sure he probably has a general idea what they're paying right now. Especially if he was going, Valken said he's going to Jessup. So I mean, Jessup from here probably paid $6,000 would be my guess off the top of my head. I don't know if it did or not, but that would be my guess. That's usually a pretty good load going over to Maryland. Usually, not always. Can I put out a video about Prime Intermodal? Charles, I don't know anything about it. 48.45? Falcon, that seems low to me. That seems a bit low to me. But I mean, I guess, I don't know. I hold one. I don't know how many miles that is across there. So, I mean, that plays into it too. The last one I hauled out of Chellan, I took to North Carolina, and it paid over $6,000. Paid like $6,300 over there in North Carolina. I'm back though. Celebrate. Yeah, Jack, we'll all do a little dance. We'll all do a little dance. I'm ready to do a happy dance. I'll tell you, I am. I'm ready. I'm happy to be here. I was determined today. I told Stefan last night, we're getting the hell out of here. It pretty much didn't matter to me. I was getting up that damn mountain. And we did get up it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's about 500 miles less than the Carolina load I hauled. So, I mean, that makes sense for the price difference. So, that makes a lot of sense. I have a question. The cost on a load. What's the cost on a load that paid 6,300? Just my fuel. So we got like, if I remember correct, we didn't. Our fuel mileage wasn't that great. Well, no, it did come back. I think it was like 8.8, and it was 3,200 miles. So we probably used, let's just say, 400 gallons of fuel, and we probably averaged, let's just say, $2.50 a gallon. That's probably high. That's on the high end. So that's $1,000. Let's just say. So $1,000. So it would have been $5,000 profit load. It was a good load. That's what I'm hoping to get tomorrow. If we get this orange juice off of here, get rid of this orange juice and get one of them, we'll be in good shape. Be in good shape. Because we can be there. Last time I did it, we were there in 3 days. We left out on Sunday morning. We delivered on Saturday night in Everett, Washington. We took off Sunday morning and we went up to Chellan, and we delivered on Tuesday evening. So it was straight up 3 days we were there. I think, matter of fact, I think our deployment was like 9 at night, and we arrived in over there in North Carolina at like 5, like 3 or 4 hours early. That was it. It wasn't very much. Nick and Carla were in a Rolling Stone article. No shit, D. That's all. No, seriously, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. There's gonna be a lot of doors that open for them. So because they're women and they're in trucking, and there's gonna be a lot, and they're becoming popular, and so a lot of doors are gonna open for them for stuff like that. And I think they'd be pretty good ambassadors. I think they have the right mindset to be, pretty good ambassadors for the trucking industry. Oh yeah, Val, you had that big tow bill. Did they have a picture of their new truck? Was Chip in it? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. They're saying Nick and Carla was in Rolling
Yeah,
Stone.
so I read it.
Did you? Did you read it? Was it online?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Stefan said he read it. Just talking about them being truckers. Okay.
yeah, what their history and all that
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Very cool. No, Robert, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Correct, Tom. Yeah, yeah, and they live an alternative lifestyle. So no, they said they were still at Prime. So yeah, that's really awesome though. Hell, I hope Rolling Stone can come to talk to me. Hey, there's DOT. Another 3 inches tonight. So DOT, I had to put chains on to get out of the rest area up in Lookout, man. I stopped in there and got stuck, buddy. Yeah, I'm in Seattle, but Valken's over at the Flying J in Billings. Once you're on ice, you tuck and roll. Once you start sliding, no, you better start using your steering wheel to control that vehicle and get things back straight. That's what you better start doing. So there's things you can do. I'm not saying you can recover from every single slide, but there's things you can do to recover from a slide. So I've had many of when me and Cedric were going to Utah, guys. We were 12,000 pounds going across 80, and we got completely sideways going over Elk Mountain because of the wind. The road was icy, and the wind caught us at 50 miles an hour, and it blew the trailer sideways. And so we were going down Elk Mountain sideways, guys. That's no joke. I thought Cedric was gonna have a heart attack, and I was driving, and I saw that trailer come around, and I didn't want to fight the trailer, of course, because I don't want to jackknife. So I'm letting the trailer go around as far as it needs to, whatever it's going to do. And if it's going to turn me completely around, then I'm going to get turned completely around, but I'm going to stay upright and not jackknife. But it never did. So we were going down. The trailer was blown like this onto the shoulder. So I turned the tractor and we kind of slid down the highway, and then I was able to bring the first dry patch I saw. I turned that wheel to my right a little bit and caught it with my drive tires, and then that trailer come right behind me. So there's things you can do. There's things you learn. The biggest thing about sliding on ice, guys, is don't panic, because panicking is not going to help you any. You know, if you panic, first thing you're going to do is slam on the brakes, and then you're going to be all over the place. It's going to be over. You're going to be in the ditch, unfortunately. Put your clothes on. Yeah, I mean, the yeah, Cedric was scared. So, but it worked out. We got out of it okay. DOT, yeah, is that one up there? It's about the 60-mile marker, I believe. And the problem was that it started snowing in Missoula right after I got in Missoula, and it got real bad, and I couldn't see, and so I stopped to sleep, take a little nap, let the sun come up because it was about four. It's about four something in the morning, and so I figured, well, I'll just stop and sleep a couple hours, let the sun come up, and I can see better. You know, because I'm driving down the road. It was snowing so hard, guys. You know, it was the hyperdrive from Star Wars kind of look out the window, and it was pretty bad. Yeah, Valken, that doesn't surprise me, man. Homestake would look like shit yesterday. So it doesn't surprise me one bit you did some sliding down that. You saw the video I made yesterday of Homestake. It was bad. It was a real bad situation yesterday. So I can only imagine what it was like today because it probably had more snow piled on it because of that snow come through. You know? Yeah, Robert. Yeah, and that was the thing, man. That trailer was sitting over there. You know, we're driving um west. We're driving to Salt Lake. And so, Cedric looks out and the trailer is he can read the prime on the side of the trailer, like he's looking at it. And that's a scary situation when you can do that. So, just don't panic, guys. Don't panic. Don't get on the brakes. Brakes ain't going to help you on ice. Plain and simple. The brakes are not going to help you on ice. It's just going to make your situation worse. You have more control by just steering than you will ever have by applying the brakes on ice. All right. If anything, I tell you what I do, if anything, is once I start getting that trailer back around where I want it, I actually apply a little gas to try to jerk everything back straight and hope that it catches. Now, if I start applying the accelerator pedal and the tires start spinning, I immediately stop again. But if I start applying the pedal and tires are catching, I'll actually use the gas pedal to help me get back straight again. No, we were not chained up that day. No. And the weird thing was we went over Elk Mountain and that whole scenario is like 35 miles long. I'm sure anybody who's been through there can tell you it's just a nasty situation in winter through there almost every day, the whole winter. And once we got down to the bottom down there, man, got down in like Rawlins, Laramie, yeah, Rawlins, because we come through Laramie, went over down Elk Mountain into Rawlins, and after that it was clear. And there wasn't even hardly any wind. It was actually ended up being a nice trip. Had to change my underwear. That don't surprise me out there. Hey guys, hey, winter's this year's been bad. I saw the video on YouTube today. I think it was on YouTube. It said there's a picture from I guess or last weekend. It said Tucson police investigating large quantity of white powder, foreign white powdery substance, and it showed him standing next to a snowman because Tucson got enough snow to build a snowman down there. So I thought that was a pretty good play on words for an article. Shoot, I'll tell you, I don't like driving in it. I mean, Bartleskeet. What is he talking about, Bartleskeets? Anybody have any clue? Because he was talking about that the other night too. I was afraid to ask what he was talking about. I guess nobody knows. I guess nobody else knows either. Yeah, Jason, it gets pretty crazy, man. Yeah, those pups are even worse. Those pups are even worse. Didn't you know what surprised me, guys? Is okay. You get that amount of snow in Iowa. All right. The next day when you drive down through there, there's like I've been across Iowa and Nebraska on 80 and literally seen 200 wrecks in one day between the two. Up here, there was like no wrecks. It was like everybody up here knows how to drive in that shit. But not really bad. I got passed today by two different Swifts with zooming by me. I mean, flying by me. And I told Stefan, I said, maybe I'm just a vagina, you know? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just a vagina. I don't know, man. But, they were flying by me. I was doing like 45. Do you ever get to run the southeast? Yeah, Robert, I do go down the southeast. I do. Yeah, I got that pay stub this morning. I said, "Oh shit, we got to get to Washington. We got to get out of this canyon. We got to somehow or another get out." I told Stefan, "We're making it out today, no matter what. I don't care what it's going to take. We getting out." I also knew all we had to do was get to Spokane and we'd be okay, because I'd already checked the weather for Snoqualmie. So I knew if we got to Spokane, we were good to go. And then actually, when we crested the hill and we saw that "Welcome to Idaho" sign, right then, man, the road just cleared up. Idaho was all over it. Idaho was all over clearing the roads, man. They do a really good job, way better than Montana. Shoot, I saw three snow plows together in Idaho. I don't think I saw three snow plows the whole time I was in Montana. Yes, Robert, you can. You can turn down loads going out to the west. If you're solo, guys, you won't come out here anyhow, really. I mean, Valken did. I don't know how the hell he pulled that off. How you doing, Dennis? Drink of the gods, aka Mountain Dew. All right, I got you. Now I'm with you. But yeah, I mean, I did. I just took it easy today and got out of there. And like I said, we saw a lot of trucks chaining up going east. And here's the and they were at the bottom of Lookout in Idaho on the Idaho side, and they were chaining up. And I couldn't understand it when I first thought about it because the roads were clear in Idaho, but they were not clear in Montana. So they must have been preparing for the downhill side of Lookout. I'm all right, Larry. We are in Tacoma. We made it to Tacoma, Washington. Yeah, that's what I want to hit the ditch once. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Jason? I mean, they were flying. They were flying by me today. A lot of them. Now, I will tell you, once we got in Idaho, I put it on the floor. I run 65 day fuel mileage so shot this load it didn't even matter. I just wanted to get here. I didn't care. I didn't care if I got 4 miles to the gallon today. I just wanted to get to Tacoma. That was my only goal today. Just get there. Just get there. That was it. We had to pull the chains out of the box. I don't care if it was only for 500 or 100 feet. We need 500 feet. I don't care if we only went 100 feet with them. We still had to pull them out of the box and put them on. That alone made it my goal to get the heck out of there. And guys, I don't know if I'll ever go over 90 again. I have a student. I have a student claps, and when he's in the TNT phase, so yes, he's in the team phase. Yeah, Robert, I made it safe. I mean, I did collect some money this week because I took money out of my emergency fund to pay myself. But so I mean, I did have money to pay myself a check, and I did do that. So, but I just didn't get it from Prime. It was already my money. I paid myself out of my emergency fund. Because I don't have an LLC with a business account and all that. I just put money in the emergency fund and pay myself out of it if I need to. He was today, Tom. Stefan was the teacher today. No doubt about it. And I'm telling you guys, I was shocked how simple it was to chain up. Oh, DOT is my own money. Of course, I mean, yeah, it's my own money. So, I mean, it's reported on my 1099 one time when they give it to me, and then it gets transferred to my emergency fund, and they transfer it back to me. No, it's not taxed or nothing when they give it back to me. It's only taxed one time as income when I make it. They don't tax it again when I pull it out. Correct, Jason. Prime takes the cost of the fuel out of my check when I get paid for that load. So anytime I buy fuel, I have to put the load number in at the fuel pump. And when I get paid that load, they take that fuel out of that load. Or they take it out that week, out of my check that week. But not until I get paid for that load. Yeah, oh yeah, Stefan still got 700 this week, correct. At least I assume he did. I didn't check.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Minus taxes. Yeah, Stefan still got his money. So yeah, Stefan got his 700. I paid myself out of my emergency fund. All is well as long as we get this load off tomorrow. If this crap drags into another week, then I'm not going to be very happy about the situation. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to get fired up for something that hasn't happened yet. Now, tomorrow night, if I'm on here, I really might have something to rant about, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. No, Robert, not out of my emergency fund, no. Claps, I get the fuel I need for that load, unless I know I'm going to get another load after that week. And then if I'm at a cheap location, I'll go ahead and fill it up. It just depends. At the end of the week, though, I'm on empty. So at the end of the week, I'm somewhere right around a quarter tank or less of fuel. I don't ever end the week with more than that. No, Robert. Yeah, Robert. They didn't take nothing out of my emergency fund. They just gave my money. That's my money. They don't even put it with your payroll stuff. So they don't apply it towards like a negative balance or nothing. They just give it to you directly. Yeah, DOT was all right. Robert, I know. What do you mean help me out? They're not gonna give me no money or nothing. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, hey, look, I took the load. I shouldn't have took the load to begin with. It's my fault. Is what it is. Well, I'll get through it and move on. You know, I'm used to my pay fluctuating. You know, like I said, I can handle a week like this. It doesn't bother me that much. But if it runs into a second week, like Trucker Nene said, she's been in the hole for a month. She's been pulling money out of her emergency fund. But you know, that was for other. She went home one time, and then she had to go to Springfield to do the trainer's class, which she didn't have to. She chose to. So she went home. Then she was broke down for 3 or 4 days. Then she took the trainer's class in Springfield, and all of that is piling up. Step on your butt crack in the world, and all of that is here. Just close this. All that is piling up. Yes, here I knew the comments were coming. Tell Stefan to hold the drawers up. He don't really care right now. He's tired of this load as much as I am. You know, he's beyond this load too. So I think we both are. We're ready to get rid of it. Oh, Tony Montana. You know, that was There was a movie. I can't remember it now, but I do remember it. It was a gangster movie. It was a mob movie. Is what it was. It's a mob movie. Full moon is coming tonight. Was it Scarface? But see, I thought I remember. Okay, yeah. It was Pacino. Yeah, Tony Montana. I thought it was another movie too. I seen though. Yeah, I mean, look, if long as we get this load off in the morning, all right, and then we get a nice big load out of here, going back to the northeast or the southeast, life is good. It will not, everything will work out. Everything will be good as long as that's what happens. So whether or not that happens, we will find out in the morning because the appointment they gave us is Sunday. But Tropicana is telling us to go tomorrow, and they're going to push it. They're going to muscle us in, crowbar us in. I think is what they said. So we will see if that works out. I don't know if it will or not. I've been told that before and had to sit 2 days on the load. But the reality of it is, okay, say it actually does take till Sunday morning. Even if we get it off Sunday morning, that still leaves me enough time because they can push a load if I get it off on Wednesday morning. It still leaves enough time to actually get enough revenue in to have an okay week because of where we're at. But I don't know what'll happen. We'll just have to wait and see. But as always, I'll keep you guys posted on it. I I found that community feature today. So if you guys have not set your alerts up, I know some of you in the past have said that it didn't alert you that I was live or didn't alert you I did a new video. That's because when you hit the bell, it doesn't set it up for everything. It only sets it up for occasional or something like that. You have to go into your settings and do the alerts for everything. Because now that I know how that community thing works, I'll start loading pictures into that every now and then. I'll just snap a picture like I did today. I had Stefan take a picture of me, by the tire with the chain on it, and I just loaded up that community page. And some of you got alerts on it, some of you didn't. So you have to hit that button for always or something like that, something along those lines. We're tonight we're parked at a way station / rest area, and the rest area part's closed. But they're so generous to put a porta john out here, for emergencies, I guess. Hopefully I don't have to use it. You going? Stefan's going right now. Stefan's going right now to it. Yeah, hey Tony, we have another driver in here. Valken is as well. He shut down too. So Tony, I've been in Montana all week, stuck in snow. I just got to Washington today. Missoula's just getting hammered like every day. Every day there's a bunch of snow. Nonstop. It beats the Missouri hole in the ground. And the caves aren't bad. I like going to the caves. I'm your favorite trucker. Appreciate that, Claps. I just started doing the YouTube thing, guys. And I've really enjoyed doing the lives in the evenings. If I would have been doing YouTube when I was a solo driver, I probably never would have became a trainer. But, I'm going to switch back to PSD, and that's going to take care of it anyway. So I'll have more time for my YouTube adventures while also still making decent money out here on the road and having the solo lifestyle of not killing yourself. And correct, Jack, I can do a lot more training videos that way too. I can do a lot more training videos during PSD. Training videos during TNT are tough because when it's going right and you're getting those good roads or good loads, you're always on the road and you don't have time to do nothing. It eats up every minute of your day. Sleep, drive, just nonstop. Yes, Jason, slows down a lot in the winter. But they jam all summer long. Get the hell out of Dodge. Well, I got to get rid of the orange juice first. Matter of fact, the reefer just kicked on. We got to get rid of the orange juice. Jack, I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I did talk to Cedric today. He's doing okay. Last week wasn't that great, but he had a really good week the week before. So kind of if you add them together, he had two decent weeks if you average it out. But he's out here killing it. But Greg, I have not talked to in a while. Not talked to. Yeah, I like to average, guys. I like to do a 4 week average on my pay. All right. So I think one of the hardest things for people to get used to is when they get those big checks, not blowing it all, right? Because you get that big giant check and you're like, man, I seen this new 70-inch curved TV. I want to put it on the wall. And you remember now the next week you might not get that much of a check. Between the two of them, it might average out to 2 good weeks. But if you spend it all the first week and the next week you come up short, you got to get used to that. You're not even home, right, Jack? That's right. Got to put your new TV on the wall so Jody has something to watch when he's over there eating your food, drinking your beer, and plugging your lady. Jody likes to watch expensive TVs. I have my 32-inch. Jason, it looks like shit right now because it tore it down. They basically tore the whole building down. They're rebuilding it. It has a new inbound and outbound building, and they put everything in like the bottom of that. But the other building, I don't think it's going to be done for 2 years or something. It's going to be a little while. Shoot, Jody better be paying all the rent, Tony. Stefan's already back. That was quick. See how it is. How bad was it?
Not bad.
Not bad? That's good. That means they cleaned it at least. Jack said you must have destroyed it. So this week has just been hell. It's so weird. And I was watching Trucker Nene today, and was watching one of her videos from the other day. I think it was the video that she was talking about where she got hit. And some of the stuff she said makes a lot of sense to me. And one of them is the thing about when you don't do anything, you should be so well rested, and you're just not. I actually feel, better as far as rest and energy when we're running a normal schedule and actually driving and working and stuff. When we're sitting around like we've been this week, it sucks, man. It makes you tired. Wears you out. Yeah, Dennis, we survived it. We survived it. Oh, Jason's going on the 11th. They pushed it out, Jason. Yeah, it's probably because they got so many students. It's probably because they got so many students. I know someone told me that they heard they had 70 students waiting in Springfield for trucks, or 70 people. I don't think they do. Not unless they're waiting on Freightliners, because they're getting a lot of internationals. There's a lot of internationals in there on the list. And there was a lot of them today that didn't get picked. Brand new international 2020s. So if there's 70 people, it's because they're waiting for Freightliners. Juan, I hope so, sir. I hope so. Tomorrow is March 1st. Stefan said they got an alert from Minnesota, whatever, the Department of something or another, that it's time to start getting the fishing houses off the lake. So that tells you that winter time's coming. You know, when they want the ice fishing houses off the lakes, winter time's about over. Springs are coming. They don't want the ice melting in the house falling in the bottom of the lakes. Robert, I ordered a 2020 Pete. Yeah, Travis, they wanted Freightliners, didn't they? Yeah, Jason, sitting is stressful. Heard any more about the Volvos? No, Moto. Haven't heard anything, man. Haven't heard nothing about them. And a Freightliner. So, well, I'll tell you, our Freightliners have a pretty good track record of dependability. I will say that. They are very loud. It's a very rough ride, but they are dependable for the most part. But they don't ride nearly as smooth. You know, Volvos ride like freaking Cadillacs, guys. They really do. They ride like Cadillacs. The Volvos do. And the Peterbilts are really quiet inside and are pretty smooth too. But the Volvos are like really quiet on the inside and ride really smooth. So the new Pete's are supposed to be. I'll let you all know when I get mine if that's true or not. I don't know. Correct, Travis. Exactly. I mean, this Freightliner here's beating me to death, guys. I will tell you. You know, this model Freightliner is the first one with the spring arm instead of the leaf springs. Okay, and this thing does not handle bumps like the ones with the leaf springs. It is rough as crap going over bumps. I mean, it is extremely rough. I almost wish they had just stayed with the leaf springs. Yeah, and Greg's right about that, Jason. You get that permit out of the way right off the bat, you're golden. After that. Oh, Jason's already got his CDL. He's good to go then. I forgot about that. Yeah, man. You're just gonna have to do an evaluation. So, Jason, what you're gonna have to do, I don't know. I don't know if it's different in Salt Lake. So, the Springfield students that already had their CDLs, they do the evaluation. They have to do the engine compartment, the in cab, which the air brake test is part of the in cab. So obviously you have to do the air brakes too because it's in cab. So you do the engine compartment, the in cab, a straight back, an offset, and then you get to pick whether you do the alley dock or the parallel, and then you do the road test. So you got 19 freight? That's what mine is. Mine's a 19. It's just really rough on bumps compared to my 17. My 17 did a lot better on bumps. This one here is pretty rough. It kind of beats me up a little bit going down the highway. And I don't like it because of that. Because of that, I don't like it. Yeah, Jason, your PSD will be quick though. Your trainer will just take you out for probably a week. Me and Stefan, I think, were out 8 days or something. We came right back. We went to Apple. We went bobtail. I don't know if you guys remember that. We went bobtail from Springfield, Missouri to Chicago. Picked up a trailer. Went to Appleton, Wisconsin. Picked up a load. We took it to Pennsylvania, and then we went to Ohio from Pennsylvania with a load, and then we picked up a load in Arnold, PA, and took it to the caves in Springfield, Missouri, and then he tested or took his evaluation, however you want to say it. Well, that's good to know. Cops are rolling through here tonight, just checking things out. I don't know this area very well. I know there's a subscriber who lives in the area. I don't know this area very well at all, but I'm sure it'll be okay. We're right next to the way station. It's a tight parking spots here, bud. Tell you, it's not going to be easy to get out in the morning. I'll show you. I'll show you guys. You can see. I mean, you can see the wall there and see where his front end is, and I've got to pull out and go around that. I actually stayed back a little bit to give my guy on my right side a little bit of room. There's actually quite a bit of room behind us. Yeah, it does not handle bumps well, man. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, it's because they went to that spring arm instead of leaf springs. That's why. And I had my leaf arms cracked from just riding down the road, or probably Michigan if I had to guess, probably where they cracked. But they had to weld them over in Pittston because they had cracks in them. It was all warranty work, but yeah, they had to weld my leaf arms back up because they had so many cracks in it. It was pretty bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired tonight. I've been up like all day. It took a 2 hour nap, but other than that, I've been up since 1:45 in the morning, 1:30, something like that. So I'm gonna roll on out to bed. Tomorrow I will make a video and let you guys know what happened. I will put all the footage in it from Montana and Idaho and Washington. So I'll make sure I get all that footage in there. Wow. I'll have to check that out. But in the morning we're gonna get up early. We're gonna roll over to Costco about 6 a.m. and try to get this orange juice the hell off this truck and get something else and get to a warmer climate. I don't care if we go to LA. I don't care if we go to Phoenix. I don't care if we go to Miami. I just want the hell out of here. All right. So y'all stay safe out there. Stay warm if you're stuck over there in Montana. Be careful on those roads tomorrow.